Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Las Vegas.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Carr completes it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The third-year defensive tackle out of Florida State, Derek Nottie, with a nice play there. Started every game for Kansas City during their Super Bowl run a season ago.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now he'll try to run with this. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Josh Jacobs.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Number 83.
Darren Waller His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Daniel Carlson on
a long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
5-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll get 34 yards there.
Las Vegas.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they'll throw with Carr, rolling to his right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then. But for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Carr going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
again, they'll throw with Carr. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Carr to throw again. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
Raiders.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And the Las Vegas first down.
What now?
Now the 5th-year running back, it's Jalen Richard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Set him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
Gain of 12. First down Raiders.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of McCole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
That one complete to Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down.
3rd and goal.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half.
17.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
Great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 19-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
You
know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
7-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Chiefs 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Holmes on the keeper. Nicholas Morrow on the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
At the Raiders.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Oh, heck yeah.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 97 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. And now, we saw this last year with a kneecap. Patrick Mahomes down on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 31-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Las Vegas.
Jacobs now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And the Raiders have got him.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 1st down, Jacobs. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 30 yards. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. But rookie Damon Arnett picks it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
A gain of 16.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
First and goal.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Here's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On second down now, Richard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Today's final score, Raiders.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.